Hello everyone, my name is Pacha and we are back with another episode of Raven Creek. When I'm recording this, it's the spookiest day of the year, it's Halloween, but when you are watching this, this is already over, but I still hope you had a nice day. You maybe were candy hunting, trick and treating outside, or you just spent a nice, lovely evening with your loved ones or with friends at home watching spooky movies. We started our yearly Harry Potter marathon where we are watching all 8 Harry Potter movies on our screen and eating some nice stuff while watching them. And today we watched part 1 and part 2, so Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and tomorrow we will continue with the Prisoner of Azkaban. But we are not here to talk about Harry Potter, we are here to talk about Planet Zoo. And today's plan, as you might have already seen in the thumbnail, is our third fox species in the game that we got with the Twilight pack. Yes, after the Africa pack where we got the Fennec fox, and then the North America animal pack where we got the Arctic fox, we now have a third fox species in the game, the red fox, the basic fox, so to say, which is found all over the northern hemisphere, basically in all. It's found in North America, in Asia, in Europe, and even in some parts of northern Africa. So this fox is, I think, one of the most worldwide found species in the world. I don't know. And for me, it was one of the species that I mostly was looking forward to because I really liked them. They are really cool. They are, as most of the animals in this pack, not that special in terms of excitement and everything like that, but they are cool animals, they're cool filler animals that I also saw in a lot of zoos. I also saw in the wild when I was walking in the woods. I also saw foxes sometimes in the evening or the morning. They are a very elusive animal. Sometimes they are often seen as trash-eating animals that go into the cities and eat out of trash cans, which is a case in some urban areas as they don't find enough food otherwise. But they are still a very cool and also very clever dog species, canine species, which is why it's cool that we have them here. And if you're wondering what is Pacha building there, this looks really crap. It's basically a rectangle, a small rectangular shape habitat that looks way too small. First of all, wait till the end, and second of all, yes, it is a little bit blocky, so to say, but it is basically a recreation of a habitat I saw last year in a small animal park here in Germany, which featured the same kind of layout. I think it was here. It is. We have it next to the grizzly bears. Back then it wasn't close to their wildcat habitat, the European wildcat, which we don't have in the game, unfortunately, at least not yet. But here I decided to put it next to the grizzlies, so guests can, if they're lucky, have a nice double feature, nice double view on the grizzlies in the background and the foxes in the foreground, which was kind of the idea. Also, it kind of fitted in this corner. I still needed something to have in this corner over here next to the grizzlies to kind of close it off, and they fit very well into it, which is quite nice. And as you have also maybe already seen, this video is a little bit different when it comes to the time cuts, the points you can jump into the video. I forgot the name at the moment. I tried something new, and I'm making time codes for you this time for the different stages of this build. So if you want to jump to a specific part of the build, maybe the building or the foliage, you can do that via the time cuts in the video. But remember that I am just talking the whole time through, so most likely the theme will not fit or will be a little bit out of context then, so keep that in mind. But I hope this you can write me down in the comments what you think of this idea to a little bit more organize the video so you can find specific things easier, or if I should stick with the old usual. Yeah, this part of the video is commentary, this part is music, this part is showcase. You can tell me what theme you might like more, or what idea you like more. But yeah, we have this very simple habitat with a small building in the background, which I really like, where I use some of the new pieces from the Twilight pack. And then we have this small, yeah, basically courtyard in front with the planter in the middle and some terrain modifications to have that little hill feeling to it. And we are also reusing the viewing area from, if you remember it, the wolves from our wolf habitat. We also had this viewing area there, and we are reusing it. Don't be afraid to reuse viewing areas or buildings in your zoo. If something works, they don't invent the wheel new. They would reuse or do the same kind of thing, viewing area in the same area over or more often. Yeah, this was a sentence. So we have a little bit of more continuity here. It feels more tied together, and I think in the end it also saves some work if you have already built something. Why redo this whole thing? And it fit really well. It was fitting really well in this area. If you're wondering why I'm a little bit confused with my words, it's already late. I usually record this video very late when my girlfriend is already sleeping, so I can concentrate fully on this, and I'm not annoying someone that's also living in my space. And yeah, I can just talk with you guys and just share my thoughts here. So that if you're not new to my channel, you already maybe know that I can be a little confused at some points, and I'm very sorry about this. And I try to get more clear in the future, or try to sort my thoughts more clear in the future. I also thought about maybe writing scripts, but and then again, I'm terrible when it comes to scripts, because I tend to just read them in a very monotone voice and not really put much emotion in it. You maybe already noticed some of that in my 5 tips for more realism video. There also made a script, and it was not as just talkative as I'm here. And yes, you are seeing right, we are using a door from the Arctic pack as a roof here, or as a ceiling here for this building. People might be wondering, what Arctic pack? Someone uses Arctic pack? Yes, from time to time I'm using it, and I really like the back side of this door, the back side look of this door. So I thought maybe give it a try to have it as a ceiling with like old wood pillars in between, as this is a bit of an older building. We are still in the older part of our zoo. So a lot of older buildings that have been a little bit been put to use, and maybe this habitat was in use before that, maybe for other animals or still for foxes, but it has seen sometimes. And so I tried to have this maybe old cottage look here with mossy green walls, and yeah, these pieces from the Twilight pack come really in handy. They are really cool for these type of old building looks, and feel like used pieces, which I think is what I want to say. The Arctic pack is really good for that. But talking about the Twilight pack. Talking about the Twilight pack, talking about the fox, which is really cool. It has a lot of cool animations. I don't know how many of them are actually copied over from other canine species that they had in the game. Someone mentioned that they use some animations from the Dole from the Southeast Asia pack, or which I haven't seen so far, but they're really cool animations when they roll on the ground, enjoying the sun, or when I think they also do the snow jump when it's snowing, like the Arctic fox does in the game. Haven't tested that out yet, but they have really cool and cute animations, also interacting with each other. So again, Frontier did a lot of work to make these animals, despite them being not as exciting, made them as interesting as possible and gave them a lot of love and detail, which I really enjoy. And I think one of the biggest elephants in the room when it comes to the fox is the color morphs. As someone put it, I sadly forgot who it was. I think it was Eben or Rudy said it. This is basically the new llama of Planet Zoo World in terms of colorations. Because, oh dear, this fox has a lot. When we are talking about basic special colorations, we have melanistic foxes, we have leucistic foxes, so white foxes, we have silver foxes, which is part melanistic, we have cross foxes, we have a lot, we have, what is the four, this one thing, and we have the basic ones, the normal orange ones, so we have already there a lot. Then this animal also has the new bipaldism feature, which means white spots on their fur, which also a few of the antelope species have in game now. And since bipaldism is not considered the same as the special colorations, so like melanistic, you can also have a melanistic, so a black fox with bipaldism. At least this is what I heard of, what I saw. At least I saw a cross, so a silver grayish fox with which also had bipaldism. So I think these two things can overlap, which makes them, which gives them a lot of different coloration options. This is really cool. I really love that, and I hope Frontier will give us more of these colorations in the future. And really expanding on this one because it makes it really interesting. I also heard about that it's really hard to get bipaldism animals in Planet Zoo at the not in Planet Zoo, in Sandbox at the moment. I don't know if I got lucky or if I just got lucky or anything, but I found I think 2 bipald foxes in around an hour. One is also in this habitat here. You will see that in the end card, hopefully. Not the end card, but in the end showcase, hopefully. I decided in the end for a bipald fox and a normal one, so we can also see the normal colors. But yeah, apparently it is really hard. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't use any mods to enhance the chance of getting albinos, not albinos, those albinos and other special colors. So I don't know what it is, but yeah, if it's really that hard to get, hopefully Frontier will change that like they did with albino animals, or with albino chances for birds and black panthers and jaguars in the past, and reptiles. Hopefully they change that up a bit so it's a little bit easier to get the bipedal animals, because they are not as rare as albino versions of animals are. I have the feeling I saw a lot of pictures online of that they can be very common. It's a disease still kind of way. I hope I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not an animal expert in any way, but I have the feeling it's not as rare as albino animals are. So maybe, hopefully, they can increase the chance. But I will leave you to some music for the rest of the video while we are doing all the foliage. And I can really say, watch until the end, because the foliage really did the difference between like a boxy habitat that looks not really interesting and a really cool habitat that you also saw in the beginning of this video. So stick till the end, and then we will have a showcase where I will show you the whole thing in action in the game. And I hope you enjoyed it so far. Leave a like, leave a comment down below, as I said, about how I should handle the topic with the timestamps, and if I should change them or if I should keep the old version. But I'll see you at the end of the video, and enjoy the music until then. So and here we are now in the real-time part, right in front of our lovely grizzly bear habitat. I still like how it turned out in the end. But if we now look to the right, we have a new path here, a new little sneaky path. Hello. Where there isn't much going on at the moment, but there will be a lot of stuff in the future. But if we follow this little path, we come to a little viewing area. We still can see the bears from here, now it's a little bit hidden. And here we are in front of our new red fox viewing area. We have a nice info sign. I still have to change some out for the real ones. Some more info here. And if we are lucky, we can see a fox somewhere in the distance. I think they are both inside, where we will go also in a moment. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. It doesn't look as boxy anymore as it did in the beginning, at least in my opinion. And you still have a little bit of the side view with the bears here. If one of them comes over, and it just feels. I like it. I like it. I like the style. We also have again an autumn tree, so we can have the fallen leaves down here. And if we go inside, of course, we have also the side path here. If we go, this was the train. If we go inside here, up this little hill and inside, the area, we have our two foxes, which are both sleeping. We have our little backstage area here and our little indoor area for the foxes. There's our bipod fox. Hello, I really like how it looks. No, this is not bipod, this is cross, I think. Cross version, this is a normal one. I was saying the wrong color variation in the video. This is the cross version. And we have this little stinky fish bucket here. It's a little backstage area, very simple, with a sleeping area for them during the night. And some stuff, of course, again, the yellow lines to mark where keepers should be a little bit, should keep an eye on the fox so that they can't bite them. We have a small sink here with some stinky fish, a small little board so we can have some notes here and some writing. But a little sink, some tools to clean up, and then some material. I also added these little materials here, another new sign if the old one breaks. But it's a very simple habitat as the skunk one was. All of them are very simple because they are simple filler animals. There are the lynxes in the background. And now we can see the foxes here. They're really cool. I really like them. Really like how they play around, how they turned out. I don't know where the other one is again. This one is trying to get some food. Really cool. Like how it turned out. Leave me a comment down below, and if you like the video as well, and if you feel especially happy, maybe also consider giving this video a like, or even subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It would make me really happy. And I hope you enjoyed the video. There's the autosave, and I hope I see you next week again in the next video. And have a great time until then. Stay safe, and bye bye everyone.